Alexander Cartwright is widely known as one of the pioneers of baseball, but much of his popular legend is built on myth rather than fact. While his contributions to the early organization of the game are real and important, many of the achievements credited to him, including those etched on his National Baseball Hall of Fame plaque, are historically inaccurate or unproven. Cartwright was a founding member of the Knickerbocker Baseball Club in New York City, one of the earliest organized baseball clubs in America. He was with the club from its early formation, likely in 1842 or 1843, until 1849. The Knickerbockers are famous for codifying a set of playing rules in 1845, which helped distinguish baseball from other bat and ball games of the time. These rules introduced foul lines, a diamond-shaped field, and a more formal structure to gameplay. Cartwright played a role in drafting these rules, though he was not the sole author. Over time, however, Cartwright became credited with several core innovations that, according to available historical evidence, he did not originate. The idea that he established the use of 9 players per team, 9 innings per game, and 90 feet between bases has been widely discredited by modern historians. These features of the modern game actually developed over time, particularly during and after the 1857 National Baseball Convention, a meeting Cartwright did not attend. That convention was where many key rules that define baseball today were debated and formalized, several years after Cartwright had already left the East Coast. In 1849, Cartwright departed New York to pursue fortune during the California Gold Rush. He never returned to the East Coast baseball scene. After traveling west and briefly stopping in California, he ultimately settled in Hawaii, where he spent the rest of his life as a businessman and civic figure in Honolulu. His time in Hawaii is sometimes romanticized as a period in which he spread the gospel of baseball to the islands. But there is no concrete historical evidence that Cartwright actively promoted or introduced the game in Hawaii. Baseball did reach the islands eventually, but it's unclear whether Cartwright played any role in that development. Despite these historical gaps and exaggerations, Cartwright was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1938 as a pioneer of the sport. His plaque declares him the father of modern baseball and credits him with several innovations that are now attributed more accurately to collective decisions made by early clubs and rule-making conventions in the 1850s. Cartwright's true legacy lies not in being the sole inventor of baseball, but as one of the early figures who helped steer the game away from chaotic, localized variations and toward an organized, club-based structure. He represents the spirit of baseball's formative years, a time of experimentation, codification, and transformation. While the myths surrounding him may have outgrown the facts, his place in the game's early history remains secure, even if the full story is more complex than the legend suggests.